WCBI News at 10 starts now.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Tommy Lopez. Firefighters say that they could still be monitoring this fire that we saw today in Houston for the next few days. There were flames and black smoke starting this morning at an old plant. It was a big fire. Schools closed. MEMA was on site. And our Selena Schaefer is showing us why this fire was so massive.
That's because sitting inside this old textile factory was 2.2 million pounds of polyfoam.
Polyfoam is a petroleum-based product, so it's going to burn and burn for a while. That's what's putting off all this black smoke.
Smoke that could potentially be toxic to residents.
The wind's helping us right now. It's keeping the smoke aloft.
The factory is 40,000 square feet, and every inch of it has burned. With the potential of toxic air, Houston Fire Department's Chief Deputy Jonathan Blankenship says other agencies have shown up to assist.
We have Department of Environmental Quality on the way. They're going to be doing air monitoring for us, so we should know more after they get here as far as the air goes.
In addition, area fire agencies and public works departments are contributing dirt and extinguishing foam to help fight the fire.
We're going to be out here as long as it takes. We'll likely be out here tomorrow. You don't never know.
We're just urging the residents to keep their windows and doors closed just to keep the smoke out of their homes. It's not a major deal, but we just don't want it in their homes.
The department plans to monitor the smoke and flames closely as this continues. Selena talked about it. The concern for possible toxic chemicals, that was a problem. So was a shift in those winds today. Those were two things the crews there were looking at. And the superintendent of Houston schools dismissed everyone early. All 4 campuses in the city called it a day shortly after noon. Initially, officials were telling teachers to close windows, turn off the AC units, and not take students outside. But as it got more serious, they went to more drastic measures. The winds were shifting, and there were more concerns about that smoke.
Safety is our #1 priority, and we're always monitoring every situation, whether it's weather or whatever, and we want to make sure our students are safe.
Well, as a parent, you always worry about your children and, their safety. And as a teacher, it's kind of a double role. You have your other students who they are like your own kids, and so, you're concerned about all of them.
Cook, the superintendent, says that all students who need to eat lunch were able to eat today. Also, today's the only day in this week there that they didn't have state tests scheduled, so that's a good thing. To our weather tonight, Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson is in with us. Keith, it is chilly for this time of year.
Indeed, Tommy, we are cooling on down. Thankfully, those winds that were a big concern earlier today have really died down. Below 10 miles per hour, actually 5 in Columbus, 50 degrees. The dew point values in the mid-40s. That's an indication of where we may be headed later tonight. 48, the cold spot already in Starkville, 56 in Tupelo. So tonight we're going to average things out at about 45, clear and cool. And for tomorrow, though, a lot of sunshine, mid-70s return. The full weekend forecast in just a few minutes.
The Calhoun County Sheriff's Department is still searching for the remains that might be going with this skull that they found yesterday. Sheriff Greg Pollen says that deputies, volunteers, and cadaver dogs searched these woods today in the nearby area. He says around 11 a.m. Thursday, someone came across a skull that a dog had dug up. The skull was sent to Pearl for further investigation. Pollen says, though, that he does not have any leads right now as to finding out who these remains belong to. He hopes to find more evidence as crews continue to search those wooded areas.
Working with other agencies, other sheriff's departments, police departments around the area, trying to determine if anyone is missing or has been missing that may fit the description or the general information that we have at this time, which is very limited.
He says their plan is to have crews out all day tomorrow to continue to find evidence until they find something. Sheriff Cecil Cantrell tells us all the time he won't tolerate drugs in Monroe County. He led our Jory Talley on another drug bust operation Thursday. Jory's just about an expert now when it comes to rounding up drug offenders. She's been in some major stings, and this one was pretty big. 37 people are now facing charges. We found that out today. Therefore, everything from having alcohol in a dry county to DUI to felony drug possession. 3 other agencies were able to help out there. Police from Amory and Nettleton and the State Highway Patrol. The Mississippi Supreme Court is looking into a 2011 judge's order. It restricts guns from courtrooms in one area, the 14th Chancery District. That includes Lowndes, Chickasaw, Clay, Noxubee, Oktibbeha, and Webster counties. They're covered under this order. It bans guns from courthouses even if a person has a concealed carry permit. The order has since been changed to specify which areas specifically are off limits. Gun rights advocate Rick Ward sued. He says that this ruling violates his rights. The Supreme Court is asking for more information from both sides. That's the next step there. Mississippi is still only one of 6 states in the country that don't have a lottery. Discussions could be picking back up soon for the Magnolia State to get one. The topic may very well come up in the upcoming legislative session. In the special session, I should say. Governor Phil Bryant has made some statements saying that he essentially is in favor of a lottery if it's done the right way. We talked today with State Representative Kabir Kareem. He says the state's budget shortfall is still a glaring issue that they're facing, and this could help solve that.
We do have a loss of revenue. We are lacking in revenue in the state, and without knowing leadership's position, I just feel that they're putting all options on the table as far as revenue.
If you'd like to weigh in on this lottery bill debate, Kareem says that constituents can write and call their local representative. Hey, it might be him. That special session starts June 5th.
Lots of sun on Saturday into the mid-70s. A bit breezy at times, but we'll take it considering the last 2 days. The full forecast is next.
Your first alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
Just a quick update on last Sunday's tornado outbreak. I'm calling it one of the sneakiest outbreaks on record here because now we have a total in Mississippi of 29. We got a new tornado confirmed by the National Weather Service in Jackson today. So 29 in Mississippi from last Sunday. That is number 3 on the list of all-time tornado outbreaks here in the Magnolia State. Amazing stuff considering that that outbreak really wasn't foreseen to occur until it actually occurred. So, you know what? You never know with Mother Nature. And fortunately, going into this weekend, no problems whatsoever. Sun in 70s, warmer 80s next week, no rain until Thursday or Friday. Now, today we've had those winds. Check out the flags here in Tupelo looking to the east here this evening with our Alpha Insurance time lapse. You can see the flags whipping around in that breeze, but that wind is finally diminishing here across our region. It was gusting earlier today to about 35 miles per hour. Now, pretty light. Wind speeds and clear conditions, dry air, allowing temperatures to fall into the upper 40s and low 50s in most spots right now. Down into the mid 40s tonight. We'll average it out at about 45. It will be a chilly one, so if you were up early tomorrow morning, getting ready to do some outdoor activities like the color run for the Market Street Festival, like this guy here, you will be chilly, but we'll warm up into the 70s as we get into the afternoon. Gorgeous sunshine all day long in Columbus and really everywhere else here in our coverage area for Saturday. So 76 in Columbus, 77 in Macon, 76 in Ackerman. Up to the north we go. In Tupelo, about 77, 76 in Pontotoc and Boonville, 75 in Sulligent, and in Vernon, Alabama. The showers we had earlier this morning pivoting away. Some stronger storms today over here across New England, but that system is on the way out. We have high pressure taking control at the surface and aloft. Check out the jet stream. Well, I guess I got rid of the jet stream map. Suffice to say, it will be pretty nice going forward. There's high pressure at the surface, and that will control our weather for your Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Some disturbed weather back to the west will come on in here by the end of the 7-day forecast. So here you have it, 70s for the weekend. 80 on Monday. We're looking at mid-80s Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. our next chance of rain at the end of next week. So we're home free for the weekend, Tom.
Yeah, ain't no rain in sight, at least not till like next Thursday.
No, and I said this earlier, the complaint department is closed.
And right in time for the Market Street Festival.
That's right. You know, we couldn't time it any better.
No, it's great. And hey, we're going to crank up a truck tomorrow. Keith Gibson will be there. We're giving away the keys to this baby tomorrow. It's the conclusion of our Crank It Up contest. A lucky winner is going to get this made-over 2004 Nissan Titan. It'll be at the Market Street Festival in Columbus. You can still sign up to be a finalist. We're going to open that back up at 9 a.m. tomorrow. You can come out front of our WCBI building. You can still qualify. Most people don't enjoy a trip to the dentist, but an area of practice is taking some of the pain out of these procedures. We'll tell you how when we come back.
You're watching WCBI News at 10 with Tommy Lopez.
This group is literally brightening smiles. One local dental clinic is helping patients who don't have insurance by giving free services. Our Jory Talley checked in at the Mitchell Dental Clinic to find out how they're going the extra mile.
For the past decade, Mitchell Dental in Ackerman has provided free care to over 1,200 people with or without dental insurance.
146. Yeah. First come, first serve. We met 150 about 9 o'clock. Our first patient was here at midnight. So he camped out all night, and he was from Starkville. So we have people from all over come.
Patient Tiffany Cradith drove from the Friendly City for a free filling and checked in as patient number 59.
I think I pulled up at about 6:30, and I'm just recently getting back, you know, but it's all worth it. It is.
5 dentists and 2 full staffs work around the clock doing cleanings, fillings, extractions, and x-rays. It's community service 100%.
We do not get paid to be here. Our doctors don't get paid to be here. They put in their time. They put in the supplies. We have supplies donated. The community members donate food and T-shirts for us. So all of this is free. We're not gaining anything. And that's just something really special.
On an average day, the Mitchell Dental Clinics usually see a few dozen patients, but that number triples once a year, bringing in new faces and familiar ones.
I visit them at least once a year, make sure my teeth are staying good and clean. And today, the reason I came is, well, it's one, my fiance needed to, but I just like this dental clinic and stuff, and thought it's time for another checkup.
Patients come in with a smile, and the teeth pros say they leave with even better ones.
It's been a minute since I've been to a dentist. Actually, it's been a while since, like, my 18th birthday. They were very friendly, very patient. They explained to me what I actually really needed to get done, which was very helpful, and put me on, like, a plan to, like, a treatment to kind of keep my teeth going, basically, and build up the strength in them.
Mitchell Dental has offices in Ackerman, Macon, and Flowood. Coming up tonight, SEC baseball, plus playoff baseball and fast pitch highlights from around the area. We'll have all the action next in sports.
Here's WCBI Sports with Robbie Donahoe.
We start in College Station, game 2 of MSU and Texas A&M. The Bulldog Bats were hot early. Look who it is. It's your Typical sighting of Brent Rooker going off the wall in center. That would be a double, scoring Jake Mangum. Bulldogs go up 3-0. Got a great outing from Houston's Denver McQuarrie. 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, and 5 Ks in the 7th. MSU would help out and preserve the win for him. Hunter Van Saw back up the box scores Cody Brown. MSU takes games 2-5-1. Rubber matches tomorrow at 1 p.m. To Ole Miss, Rebels starting their 3-game set at Florida. James McCarthy was working early on, going to get the strikeout right here. He actually had a perfect game going through 3 innings. In the 4th, Rebels aim to give him a little run support here. Here's New Hope's Will Golson pushing one past left. Will actually got the start in center tonight after the Ryan Olenek injury, but the runners would be left in scoring position as Nick Fortes goes down on strikes. After that, the bottom would really fall out on Ole Miss. Ryan Larson would come up and have a grand slam right here. DJ Miller, 2-run homer in the 9th prevents the Rebs from being shut out, but they fall 11-2. Game 2 is coming up tomorrow from Gainesville. To playoff baseball from tonight, Game 1 for New Hope at Germantown. Bottom 1, New Hope has a 1-0 lead. Runner on. That's one laced into right field, and the throw from right field. Tyler Murphy gunning him down. Great throw and a great tag by Thomas Stevens at home. Trojans stay up 1-0. In the 3rd, Mavs have the bases loaded by Peyton Buckner. What a night the kid had on the mound. Gets the strikeout to get out of the jam. New Hope gets the win 2-0. They will go for the series win tomorrow night at Trojan Field. Over to Itawamba AHS. Indians hosting Ripley in 4A playoff action. Tigers had a 6-0 lead before the Indians got on the board in the 4th. Jake Smith, tough ground to the 3rd. That one get away. Indians cut the lead to 6-1 as the runner comes all the way around second to score. And then they were down 9-1 in the 5th. Austin King going to bloop one into the right field corner. That one would get down. King would end up with a triple, and he'd bring home a couple more runs in the process. Braxton Carroll would get home another run. Just didn't seem like Itawamba could keep Ripley off the base pass tonight. Tigers do get the win 13-6 as the series decider will be tomorrow from Ripley. Eupora coming off a Game 1 win, looking to sweep the Urchins of East Union. That's your defending 2A state champs, by the way. Cade Bell would have none of that on Friday night, getting the strikeout there. He'd strike out 3 in the first 2 innings. Urchins up 1-0. Ash Dumas finally getting hold of a Bell pitch, launching one into right. Brett May would get home. That would tie the ball game early, but the Urchins would have an answer, and it would be who else but Ty McDonald lifting one into left. Joe Wilkinson and Cade Bell are both going to come home to score. East Union would try to add on to its lead. Jacob Raines would come up with a liner right here to left. Josh Basil is going to charge hard at the plate right here, but he would be gunned down as the Eupora rally late would just not be enough as East Union ties the series up with a 5-3 win. Game 2 tomorrow from Blue Springs. To playoff fast pitch from tonight, Tupelo hosting Madison Central. Top 2 for MC. 2 runners on. Amber Grace